Where do you find GMOs, and are they in more things than you actually think or not? Well, I'm going to cover that in today's video, so stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Hey, this is Lance McGowan, the Tropical Smoothie Guy, and we're going to find out where GMOs are hiding in our foods. So I'm going to cover that in the next section.
Hey, this is Lance McGowan, the Tropical Smoothie Guy. And some people are like, hey, where do I find the GMOs? I mean, I see a piece of corn in this PowerPoint presentation here, but where is the GMOs? Well, GMOs have come a long way since they were first introduced in the US in 1996. In fact, 93% of the corn grown in the US in 2014 was genetically modified, which is a vast majority of it. All right, so where am I likely to find GMOs in my food? And that includes corn and soy primarily, but there are obviously other types of crops, but these are the main ones. So soft drinks, you got fast food, you got cereals, breads and sandwich meats, packaged foods, and then snack foods. So these are some of the big offenders, and you can probably just put a big old processed foods label on all those things. And so it's stuff that has been highly refined or is very toxic in general or acidic in nature. All right, so this includes 76% of corn that is both herbicide resistant and pesticide producing when you look at that 93% of corn being genetically modified. And so with the remainder of engineered for only one of those traits. And so basically corn is either going to be herbicide resistant or it's going to produce pesticides. So it's a huge issue from a toxic chemical standpoint. All right, so on top of all of that, 94% of soy grown in the US in 2014 was engineered for glyphosate resistance, and the World Health Organization recently designated glyphosate as probably carcinogenic to humans. And the use of glyphosate is extremely widespread. So it's not just, an isolated incident, it's something that's being used on a massive scale, and it's not good for our body. And so when you look at these pesticide residues, they build up on our cells. And when you look at all the other toxins that we have and are exposed to in our environment, from cleaning products to synthetic drugs and all these other things, we're really bombarded with toxins on a daily basis. And it's no wonder our cells over time just become less efficient or can mutate into other unhealthy things. All right, so the next steps are to subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch the next video so that you can learn more about how you can avoid GMOs or use alternatives to maltodextrin.
When it comes to GMOs in the food, basically they're in processed foods, or they're in animal products or animal proteins because they ate these genetically modified foods. So that's beef, chicken, eggs, dairy, and then you also include processed foods. A lot of the foods in the middle of the grocery stores that are bagged, packaged, boxed. And so when you stay on the outsides, typically of the grocery store, that's more where the produce is. But as you learned from a previous video, produce can be genetically modified as well. And so we're never safe in the grocery store. That's why you just want to focus on, knowing what are some of the main crops that are genetically modified, but then also choosing the organic non-GMO versions of them. Well, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click the subscribe button so you can watch more videos like this one, or check out some of the links in the description box below so you can get your learn on with some other videos too.